Gentlemen, I just wanted to say before we get started for the second act, we're going to have a little reception to celebrate everyone's hard work upstairs. I hope you'll come and join us right after the show and have some punch, some great desserts from Rita's Bakery, some baklava, all sorts of great stuff. Come and join us upstairs right after the show. Let's celebrate the opening. Have a great time. Enjoy Act 2.
Anybody that knew Zack, you knew that this man loved to vacuum. We are in the middle of a tech rehearsal, and all of a sudden, Zack discovers that our vacuum is broken. And so he leaves and goes, buys a new vacuum, gets it out, so excited about his new vacuum, comes downstairs, tells everybody, guys, look, I got a new vacuum, and starts vacuuming. Just priorities. He had his priorities straight.
So Zack would always have a box that he carried around with all his stuff in. He didn't have a briefcase. And so we were like, oh, maybe we should have gotten him a man purse. And we were like, I think he would still keep the box. So I'm like, maybe I would have bedazzled the box. Like bedazzled the name on it. Then it might make the box better, but not change the system.
When I was stage managing Harriet the Spy and Zack was the director, it was on the Saturday shows, and between shows we had all came back to the theater, and I was here letting kids in, but Zack wasn't here. So I was a little bit concerned where he was. And I called him, and I was like, hey, Mr. Zack, where are you at? And he goes, well, don't you know the Knoxville Biscuit Festival is going on right now? And he came back at intermission with all these biscuits, and I still laugh about that. I continue to. It was a great memory, honestly.
There were many Saturdays that I would spend in the theater painting sets, and Zack would come in and he wouldn't know I was there, and he would just be singing like at the top of his lungs. Eventually he would realize I was there, and sometimes he'd scream because he was scared, like he didn't know I was there. Then we'd both laugh because it was just like a fun moment.
If I could say anything about Zack, I would just want to thank him for everything he's done for our community and for me personally.
No matter who you were or what you're into, Zack could find a place for you. So he really truly was like this leader and this sort of center of community.
He always took us under his wing no matter what. No matter what we were going through, the theater was somewhere we could escape.
He gave us a place where we could go and be ourselves.
We knew that we were being respected by him and that he really appreciated what we were doing and the art that we were creating.
My mom wanted to find a theater company here in Knoxville that I could be a part of. She was on the internet and found Knoxville Children's Theater, and she called and Zack answered. She said, yes, I have a son. I want to get him involved. He said, well, tomorrow we're having auditions for Jungle Book, so bring him on down. I literally got my start because of Zack Allen, and when I first started out doing theater, I was very much a troublemaker. I got in trouble every single show. He would sit me down and he would say, I love you, buddy, but we gotta figure something out.
He pushed me to be myself, which not a lot of people are able to do, but he made me confident and he made me who I am.
He didn't underestimate us. When you're pushed the way that Zack pushes you, you get something great because we're all capable of something great, and he saw that. He knew that. He believed that.
One of the most prominent memories with Zack would probably be after the closing of my first show here. And all the way through the cast party, I had held it together. But then I started crying right before I started leaving, and he hugged me and he was like, "Don't worry, we're gonna see you around here a lot." That was just a really oh my goodness, this is a place I can call my home now. So
for the longest time, I just never understood why he kept putting me in shows and why he still allowed me to be a part of this community. And it wasn't until recently that I realized it's because he believed in me. He believed in my potential, and he saw what I couldn't see. He just was such an inspiration to me. It's hard to go on without him, but also I have spent pretty much every day here since I was 9, 8 years old watching Zack. He instilled so many fundamental things for directing in me before I even knew that I wanted to direct.
His laugh, I will definitely miss his laugh the most, because you could be on stage and in your character and you just heard his laugh in the back of the house and you knew, like, deep down that you were making him proud. So his laugh and his jokes, he had this really funny laugh that just, it could light up your world, honestly.
Nonsense! After you! We insist!
He was always so encouraging and made you feel like he wanted to see you and he cared about how your life was going. And I can see his legacy not only in how he impacted me, but I can see it in all of my friends, and a lot of them grew up under his influence. And so the things that he did for all of us are going to continue for years and years, and we're all just so grateful for that. I'm gonna miss hearing him laugh from the back of the theater. I'm gonna miss him greeting us every time we walk into the door. He cared about having a relationship with every kid who ever did KCT, and that's just really special. And he was such a unique person, and he's irreplaceable.
I really just wanted to have the opportunity, and just him believing in me and giving me the opportunity to actually shine. It's something that's impacted me, and I'm gonna miss Zack a lot. Especially, he's warm welcome when we come to the theater. But he's in a better place, and he's made an impact on this theater. And when we move, we'll all make an impact on the other theater. And that's something special Zack did for us.
Like, I know personally, like, how much my life has changed because of this place and how much he believed in me every day when I didn't even believe in myself.